Hi everybody and welcome back to Dragonite Creations. If you're new here, my name is Laurel and I love to create. Unfortunately, I haven't been creating for a while. It has been crazy. If you've watched my last video, we have had a lot of wildfires around us, and unfortunately they are still burning out of control, so life is still a little on edge. We are ready to go if need be. So, without thinking about that, we're going to just move on and start creating again. So today I'm going to do something really simple, and we're going to show you guys how you can turn something simple like these two little objects, and we're going to make him into this cute little guy right here. He is so sweet. I'm really happy with how he turned out. So we're going to take some time right now, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to make this cute little celebration gnome. Let's get started. Right, we're going to start with a yogurt container that we're going to remove the label from. I used some hot water to help remove it. And now I'm going to use this peach colored minky fabric. It is a bubble minky. I just love this stuff. It is so cute. It is a 2.5 by 9 inch piece that I'm working with right now. And I'm just going to hot glue that directly to my yogurt container. I did end up cutting off about an inch of it. So it's about an 8-inch long piece instead of 9 inches. And then I'm just going to hot glue down the edge here just so we have a nice edge to work with. Add a little hot glue again, and then just wrap it around so we're overlapping it there. Next, we're just going to add some hot glue all along the bottom and press down our fabric just so it's right flush with the bottom there. And then we're going to make all these little tabs all along the top, just cutting a whole bunch of little slits all along there, just so we can fold those over with some hot glue onto the bottom of the container. And then I took a 2-inch circle that I cut out of that same fabric, and we're going to just hot glue down our edges once again, all the way around. And then we're just going to add some more hot glue and attach that right to the bottom of our cup there. Now we're going to just cut that lip off at the bottom. Just take some scissors and it just cuts off pretty easy. Next, some craft foam. We are going to make a 5-inch circle and cut that out. And then 2 more 5-inch circles out of the peach minky. So then I took my craft foam circle and I cut it down about 1/2 inch all the way around, just so we can wrap our fabric around it here. So we took one of our peach colored circles and we're just going to wrap that all the way around our craft foam circle. Making sure it's good side out. Next, we're going to take the other peach colored circle, add some hot glue along the edge, and fold down our edges again. All the way around once again. We use a lot of hot glue. And now some hot glue again, right around the edge of the first circle, and flip over your second one and attach them together. Next, we are going to take this really pretty aqua colored minky that has some silver sparkles in it, and I'm just going to cut a thin strip that I know is going to be long enough to go all the way around my circle, and I'm just going to now hot glue my edges down once again on both sides so that they meet in the middle, and this will give us a nice trim piece to use. We're going to just add that to all the way around the edge of our circle here, just with some hot glue, and wrap it around. And when you get to the end, if you have a little too much, which I usually do because I tend to like it to be a little too much rather than a little too little, so then I'm just going to cut the extra off. And now I'm going to make a space for the hole in the middle of the hat here, so we're just going to cut 4 little pie-shaped pieces right in the center. And then we're going to add some hot glue to the bottom of our yogurt container and attach that right to the tops of our circle there, right in the center. Okay, so we're going to take a aqua colored strip. This is about 9.5 inches long, and I'm just going to make another trim piece with it. This is for the band of our hat. So we're just going to attach that with some hot glue and wrap it all the way around. Finishing off with some more hot glue, tack that down and attach to your hat. Next, we are taking some flat aqua minky here. This doesn't have the sparkles in it this time. This is to cover our toilet paper tube. So I'm going to roll that up. It is about 6 inches long by about 3.5 inches wide. So we're just going to add a strip of hot glue, wrap that up around there, a little more hot glue to finish it off. Next, I am taking a peach color. This is 3 inches wide by 6.5 inches long. And then I'm going to attach some of the aqua colored minky, this swirl minky as well. And we're going to attach good side to good side. So this piece is about 13 inches long. We're just going to attach that good side to good side along the 3 sides of our peach part here. And then flip it over and attach to the back side. So it's just the one side that is not covered by the aqua color. Next, we're going to find the middle, so fold it in half, add a little hot glue right to the middle, and then add your toilet paper tube right there. Then add some hot glue all the way around the top of the toilet paper tube and wrap your coat around it. Next, we are taking our hair foam rollers. We're going to remove the wires from them. The first one we're going to just cut right in half. Second one, we're going to remove the wire as well because we need the wire. Next, we're going to cut 2 pieces of peach minky so that we can wrap up these arms. So just add a little bit of hot glue, attach your hair foam roller and roll it up. A little hot glue at the end again and trim off your extra. So roll it up, add a little strip of hot glue. Now we're going to make some trim. So again, we're going to just add some hot glue and fold it over on both sides so that they meet in the middle. This isn't a very long piece, it's just enough to go around these 2 arms here. So a little hot glue all around the bottom of the arm and then wrap around your trim piece nice and tight. Adding a little hot glue at the bottom of it and wrap it again. Trim it off your extra. Same thing with our other arm. Wrap it around nice and tight and trim it off. Now we are going to take those 2 wires and attach them back together where the little loops are at the top, and we're just going to bend those together. And then add a little hot glue to help make it stay together. Again, positioning on our body where we want them to be, and add a little hot glue again right into the holes of the top of the hair foam roller so that they stay onto those wires where we want them. You can use your tool now to bend those wires a bit so you can keep them nice and tight there. We are going to take a peach piece of the bubble minky once again, and we are going to tack down the one side. This is 2.5 inches wide. I'm not sure how long it is because we're going to be trimming it off later. So we're going to tack down the long piece and the 2.5 inch wide part as well on the one side. Wrap it around your body now to make sure you have enough to go all the way around. Add some hot glue to the rough side and the very top, and then keep wrapping. Finish off with some glue on the folded down side. Next, we have this hole at the bottom. So I'm going to use these foam coins that you get. You get these around St. Patrick's Day at Dollar Tree. I got them, and you can just put them right at the bottom. They work perfect. So I just add some hot glue all around the coin and put it right in the bottom of our toilet paper tube. If you don't have these coins, you can also use these styrofoam balls and just cut it in half. Next, I just added some hot glue to the bottom there and just tacked down that peach minky fabric just to cover up that coin. Next, we are taking our other hair foam roller, and I cut 2 pieces at about 3 inches long, and we're going to now just wrap them up into that same peach bubble minky fabric there. So just add a little strip of hot glue at the bottom of it again and just finish it off there right at the end, and then trim it off. Same thing with the other one, a little strip of hot glue to attach it, roll it up, strip of hot glue to finish it off, and then trim it. Next, we were going to take some wooden skewers, and we're going to put those right into our hair foam rollers. So there's a couple inches sticking out the top, and then just trim off the end. Adding a little hot glue right at the base there so that they stay in. Next, I'm going to use my little scissors here, and I'm just going to make a couple holes where I want the legs to go in, right at the base, right into that foam coin. So just place those right in there, making sure they're nice and in there straight. And next, we're going to start getting our hat ready to go on. So we're going to start squishing that top together a little bit. Make sure you can squish it right in there, and it fits in there nice and snug. We're going to now make a belt for our guy. So I'm using that same sparkly fabric, and I just made a trim piece, just enough to go around our guy here, just to add a little belt for him around the top of his pants. So we're just going to add a strip of hot glue right at the top of that peach color and just wrap that trim piece all the way around. Next, we are going to start on his booties. I'm using these little containers that I get from Dollarama. These ones are about 1 inch high by about 1 inch wide. These are just little guys. And we're going to just glue those now to some scrap cardboard here. This is from our hair foam rollers. I'm using the cardboard from inside of it. We're just going to glue. Now, we're going to take a styrofoam ball. This is a 1 inch styrofoam ball, and we're going to cut it in half and glue it down right in front of our containers. And once that's cooled off, we can trim those up. So trim around your container and your styrofoam ball all the way around, so that when you're done, you're going to end up with like a figure 8 shape. And we'll do the exact same thing for our other booty here. Next, I'm going to cut some of the Aqua Swirl Minky once again. This is about 2 inches wide by about 6 inches long. And we're going to just add a strip of hot glue in like an L shape there. So attach your boot right to the bottom so we can wrap that all the way around just with some hot glue right to the bottom of the booty there. Finishing off with a strip of hot glue right along the top, the back there, and then trim it off. A little bit more hot glue right in front of the container on the inside and tack that down. And then some hot glue all along the inside and tuck it inside the container. So just tuck your fabric right inside that container there. And then we have a little booty. Same thing here on the second one. A little bit of hot glue right along the edge. Wrap it up right nice and tight along the bottom. Finish off with some hot glue at the back. Trim off the extra. Little hot glue in front of the container. Tack it down. And then tack it all inside your container. For our beard, I am using a 3 by 3 inch square of white faux fur. This is actually a sheepskin faux fur rug that I had got that I removed the backing from and now use for gnome beards. It works great. I love this stuff. So I'm just going to now comb it so it's not so rough looking. Make a spot for a nose. I did just cut it into a triangle shape. Sorry, I think I said that. Don't know if I said that. I cut it into a triangle shape first. And now we just made spot for a nose. I'm now attaching a polymer clay nose that I made previously. I will leave a link in the description on how to make the noses. And I'm going to attach that with some E6000 and some hot glue. Next, some hot glue right along the top of the beard and attach directly to the top of our toilet paper tube here. Next, some hot glue all along the inside of his hat, all along those little tabs that we made. And we're going to just stick that right on top of him, squishing his top part into the hat there. Next, I added these polymer clay hands. Again, I'll leave a link in the description of how to make the polymer clay hands. I attached those with E6000 and hot glue as well. Next, I am taking these mini cupcake papers and one of these 2 inch styrofoam balls that we are going to cut in half. Then we're going to just add some hot glue right along the edge of that, right along the bottom, and gently put it into our little cupcake paper there. Next, we are going to take an icing bag, and I have started to fill it here. We're going to fill it up a little bit more with this drywall compound. I'm just using a popsicle stick, so it doesn't put very much in there at a time. We don't need a lot though. Should have used something a little bigger though, because it was kind of annoying. But we're just going to now squish that down in there. And we have our icing tip on the end, and we're just going to squeeze that. And as you can see, I made a big mess and dropped it. If you do that, just take a popsicle stick once again, scrape it off. And we're going to start again. And we're going to make a swirl all the way around until we get right into the middle of the center. And we can make a little point. And now we're going to take some sparkles, just some little glitter that I have. We're going to sprinkle that on there. I have some little teal colored and some pink, close enough to the same colors as our guy. Just to give it a little more glitter on there. Make our cupcake pretty. And there you have it, our little glittery cupcake. So we're going to just put that in his hands. So I'm just going to remove it, and we're just going to attach it with a little bit of hot glue because it is paper, so it'll stick pretty good actually to his hands with that. So just place that right in his hands there, and there he is. There he is, our sweet little celebration gnome is all done. He is pretty cute. I'm happy with how he turned out. He'd be such a wonderful gift for so many things, for birthdays or anniversaries or graduation, whatever you want to give a celebration gnome for. So hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and thanks for coming back and joining me again. And I will be back again next week with another gnome video, unless we get evacuated, which I don't think is going to happen. So until next week, love to all.